And now the next photo, I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for you to talk about her. Megan.
Megan. Megan is like one of my best friends. She's someone that, ever since I ever since I won Miss World, actually since before I won Miss World, she has
Mhm.
been like by my side, like super supportive. Because actually, this is like a little something that we always joke about. There was the only time Megan ever spoke to me before the Miss World final was at a at the like family gala that we had, and I went up to her to take a picture, to ask for a picture. Oh my God, Megan, can I please take a picture with you? And she was like, yeah, of course. And she leans into my ear and she whispers, next time you do your makeup, do more brown eyeliner. You see like mine? You should look like mine. And
That's so sweet of Megan.
yeah, right. And so like ever since then, I was like, oh my God, she's amazing. Like, oh, she told me what to wear, different color eyeliner, and I was like in love with her. And throughout my reign, like as Miss World, we were in contact, and she would always be like, if you need anything, like just let me know. If you just want to talk, so she's super super sweet. And
Mhm.
and there was even a moment like where when we were in China for when I was going to hand over the crown, I was sitting with Megan, and I was like, I feel like. And we had only seen each other once before, and we became so close. And even Julia tells us like we're two peas in a pod. We're the same person, except one of us is Filipino and the other one is Puerto Rican. That's the
Very
only
good.
difference. Yeah.
Okay, the next photo is your Miss World crew.
Oh, my crew. Oh, I miss everyone so much that's in that picture. It's crazy.
I remember
Um,
a lot of videos and photos that all of you have been posting during when you were in Sanya
yeah.
and in London, and it was so cool that we were actually like we want to have the same set of friends as you.
That's
So
so
just tell us
sweet.
briefly, like what can you tell about each one of them?
Oh, what can I tell about each one of them? Everyone is just so amazing. So I'm gonna start with. I'm looking at the picture of all of us. I'm gonna start with Rolene. She's one of like the people with the biggest hearts I've ever met. She's so
Mhm.
nice to everybody, and she talks with like she has like the sweetest voice when she talks to you. I don't know if it's her accent or just her tone. I just every time she talks, I fall in love even more with her.
Uh,
Megan, like I said before, she's like one of my bestest friends. And I always consider myself very lucky to consider her such a close friend of mine. Manushi is someone that, first of all, I'm so proud of because she's doing so well in Bollywood. And I'm really happy that I can call her my successor. She's another wonderful girl, which we've also become really, really good friends. Um, and I miss her a lot because she's so far. She's like the farthest away. Actually, no, Megan's the farthest. But I talk to Megan more than I do to Manu because she's always very busy. Um, and Frankie, another another one of like the crew, the core crew. Um, he's so amazing. I love Frankie because when um, when you're with Frankie, like everything gets done. Like whether
mhm.
it's talk about like whether it's talk about like business things or talk about like fun things, like everything gets done. He's very like taskful person, and he's like very taskful and very diligent, but at the same time super fun to be around. So it's like this amazing balance, and he's such a wonderful person, such an incredible singer. Him and I, we sing together all the time.
Yes.
We've been like ever since before I won Miss World, we've been planning to sing together and post it, and then we never have because we always forget, or like we do it and we don't record it. So, yeah, I love Frankie, and then Barney, of course, he's also in that
Photo.
in that photo in this crew. He's also one of my bestest friends, and I'm super lucky
Mhm.
to have met him. He's an
Yeah,
amazing person
I
and
just
super
have to
talented.
add. Yeah, I just have to add that you, Frankie, and Vanessa, you did really well during the head-to-head challenge
Oh,
videos,
thank you.
hosting it. It was so fun, and it took Miss World to a whole different level of excitement.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I really love the head to head challenge because, like I've said probably a million times on the head to head challenge and off it, um, it's, um, it's a great. It's a great way to actually get to know the contestants because normally you only see so much. So most of the people just pay attention to the final night, and there's only like 20 or more that you get to know in that moment. But because of the head-to-head challenge, now you're giving a proper platform for like a few weeks where everybody gets to really understand why these girls do what they do, you know?
Mhm.
And it also makes sense as to when you're watching and you see how they do on camera and talk and express themselves and about beauty with a purpose or about themselves, about their countries, you see why they become this world, you know?
Yeah, I
The
agree.
head-to-head
And
challenge
Yeah.
is one thing that made the, like, right now I don't do the hot picks article. It's Drew who is doing it, so
Hmm.
it made his job a lot easier because
easier.
you get a,
Exactly.
you get a chance to know the girls much better. Back then,
Hmm.
when I was doing the hot picks for you guys, for example, in 2016, it was really a struggle because you really have to pick. You just have to pick several girls, and then I know that there are so many wonderful women
Yeah.
joining this world, but you didn't have that much information. Then you have this like list,
Hmm.
and you have to justify why they are number one, number two,
Yeah.
number three, number four. It's really hard. But now it's much easier, and I really thank the organization for really making it more visible. Right now, it's now more
Hmm.
transparent, and you get to get a chance to know um, more about the projects of the
Yes.
girls and
Yeah.
what they are really so passionate about.
Yeah. I also love it because, you know, even before head to head, whether it was the final night or not, if we were just talking about social media in general, like the big countries that have a really big pageant following are the ones that always get the recognition and that people from other countries get to know, because like Philippines and Indonesia and Puerto Rico, Thailand, like those countries are the ones that are always in people's radars because they get the most exposure because of the fans. So now when you have countries now with the head-to-head challenge, you get to know a girl that you never even would have looked at because she's in a country that you've never even heard of, but she has that chance to explain her platform,
That's true.
to get to know her, to explain what her favorite things are, why she's here. You know, it's become one of my favorite parts, honestly.